And as is my usual routine, I arrive in orbit. My first close approach is on the night side of the planet. Okay. We're getting very close to periapsis. Less than 300 seconds now. I think it's a good time to take a quick look here. Oh, yes. Well, let us assume the position. Assuming I can find it. Ah, here it is. All right. Quit your blasted waffling and wobbling. So this is why I started to do this almost 300 seconds out, so that it would have time to figure out its wobble and stop. Okay, and we begin to burn. As I fine-tune the ship's attitude. The ship needs an attitude adjustment. There we go. What a concept. And here we go. Apoapsis is coming down. Periapsis is also coming down. And we are settling into orbit around Duna. And as a matter of fact, if I work this burn correctly, we can arrange for a dayside landing. Periapsis is coming around to the dayside, closing into the surface. And get it down to about 100 kilometers. Cut. All right. Now, once again, we ride the time warp. And every time somebody talks about time warp, time acceleration, I hear this phrase in my head. Let's do the time warp again. Is that awful or what? Yes. In the history of terrible movies, can there be very many worse? Watching time to periapsis, we don't want to blow this. This is our first close-up look at Duna. In a lot of ways, it resembles the moon, only painted red. Slowing down our time acceleration. Once again, we will need time to get into position. In fact, I may use smartass for the next phase of this, just simply because I don't want to deal with the wobbling idiot autopilot, or the wobbling idiot SAS system. Okay. 300 seconds to periapsis. Out of time acceleration, ship is intact. Oh no. I thought the thing had begun to lock up on me. As a matter of fact, I'm quick saving. I don't want to blow this. Alright, smartass, assume retrograde. And let's have a look at the map. We are very nicely squarely over the day side. I'm going to bring up another bit of information, surface information. And the reason for that is this number right here, altitude true. Consider that to be a radar altimeter that shows the actual distance from the physical surface that we'll be landing on. Okay, we are in position. Let us burn and kill our horizontal velocity. We're going in for a landing. We have oodles of fuel to do it with. That's a technical term. It means a lot. Oodles. We are burning for a straight-in descent. We have the fuel to do it with, and a straight-in descent will be easier than a lateral descent. I realize the planet has an atmosphere to help with deceleration, but it's a lot thinner than that of Kerbin. Exactly how much thinner, I don't know. Okay, we are committed to a landing. This is going to happen. And just before we begin the actual descent stage of this, I'm going to quick save again, just to be sure. Excellent. I guess this point right over here is pretty much the projected landing site. And I'm going to keep burning this way until it's pretty much right straight below us. In fact, I don't think we need smartass right now. We just need to hold this position and burn this sucker down. Right. Let's burn this thing to a straight line, or as close to one as we can get. We are 88 kilometers above the surface. And we are losing altitude, but that's all right. We have lots of room, lots of time, and lots of fuel. My bet is that we will get down to the surface and still have some of these 3 outer tanks of fuel left. Okay. We're just about to that nice straight line. Nice straight line for a nice smooth straight in descent. No jiggering around with fancy curves and lots of lateral velocity. Just nice straight down. And cut. Ladies and gentlemen, that is about as straight a descent as you can get. That is excellent. It is also time to quick save again. All right. Let us assume a retrograde position. We are at 67 kilometers altitude and dropping. We're doing so fairly quickly, but it's not a problem. We have a lot of room. All right, we're in position. And just to make it official, we extend the landing gear. 59,000, 56,000 true altitude and dropping. All right. Yeah, beautiful, perfectly straight descent. Couldn't perhaps want one any straighter than that. Eccentricity 0.99999. That is just about as close to a straight line as you can get. So now we descend. 40,000 kilometers above the surface. 40 kilometers, that is. Let's begin to decelerate. And hold our vertical velocity somewhere much more mild. 30 kilometers, 29 kilometers above the actual surface. We've got an awful lot of vertical velocity to bleed off. I don't like how fast we're coming in. At least it looks incredibly fast. It's 15 kilometers. Still going at 340 kilometers or meters per second. All right, smartass, hold retrograde. .300 meters per second, 6 kilometers from the surface. This is not looking good. I should have started my deceleration much sooner. And I'm probably going to have to be going back to my quick save. At least that's what it looks like right now. Back to the quick save. Okay, assume retrograde. And begin burning off a lot of our vertical velocity. I waited too long the first try. I'm going to do it much sooner this time.